So I did see a question, which I think this is beautiful. We got to talk about this, which has been pretty much one of the biggest topics of discussion probably this week for all of gaming and just all these platforms. Ninja has signed and moved over full-time to Mixer, which is a separate streaming platform owned by Microsoft. He completely left Twitch. He was I might have to check this, but I think he is the largest individual streamer on Twitch with the most followers, right? Or he was.
Probably. I think, yeah.
He has officially moved over to Microsoft or to Mixer full-time. And he is no longer on Twitch. How do you feel about that? Like, what do you think about that?
I literally don't. Well, for us in particular, I genuinely don't see a downside to it. Like Ninja, we've known Ninja a very long time. Great dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's doing what's best for him. I'm gonna say this, and people can take it how they will. I saw a clip of this from another streamer, and they were like, I'll credit him, Yasuo. He's a League streamer, but he was like, Ninja has already like reached his peak on Twitch, right? He's not gonna get any bigger than like unless he's streaming with Drake like this man streamed with Drake and Travis Scott and Logic, right? On a stream. Like he's already reached his peak on Twitch. Why not go to another platform and push the boundaries there? And it kind of makes sense. He had to start in Halo. Obviously, Mixer is Microsoft's baby. Like, I don't know. It could be really good. And I feel like with probably one of the biggest streamers we'll ever see ever make a move to that platform, it might encourage. It's going to be huge for Mixer in general. But I think it also might kind of like bring more opportunities for us as the sea kind of divides. You know,
I feel like competition is important.
Yeah,
I think,
and I think it'll bring. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, to kind of add to that, competition is important in any field. It forces both platforms to make their platform even better. And to be honest, it's going to be very interesting to see what Twitch does to kind of answer this, because I don't think anyone's naive to the fact that Mixer gave a very large amount of money to Ninja to bring him over to the platform.
But they did that with a lot of creators.
They've done it with creators, but nothing like Ninja. But this is, I'm assuming, and I don't know the details. I'm not gonna give you guys exact details because I don't know them.
Speculate.
But I am pretty well versed in the scene. I know usually what type of deals streamers can get doing these types of moves, and I would not be shocked if it was a multi-year. $1 million, many millions. I mean, multi-million dollar contract over the course of many years. Easy. Now, for his future, this was I think one of the. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer for Ninja.
Job security.
Job security,
now
and
you just.
And exactly, and he knows exactly how much he's going to make every single year. He knows he's going to be okay, and I'm sure if he wasn't before, he is 100% set for life. His family's taken care of. His future is set in stone, which is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm so happy for him. I think at the end of the day, that's every streamer's dream. When it comes to at least the financial side and the future of it. Everyone has a different.
It's building a future.
It is building a future, and the security. That is the scary part. Is you never know how long this stuff's going to be. I mean, shoot, when I started streaming 10 years ago, I never thought 10 years later I would still be doing it and it would have gotten to the point where I am. It just wasn't even on the radar. I didn't even think it was possible. But here we are 10 years later, and now the biggest name in gaming, Ninja, has now just signed a ridiculous amount of money contract. He is going to be set. I think it's really good for Mixer. I think it was a really good thing for them.
Huge.
I mean, he had 80,000 concurrent day one, which I do not think. I don't know if Mixer's ever hit that kind of number before. I've never heard of that number being hit. So already he's made an impact on it. I think the other people who have been on Mixer, kind of already setting up the platform and creating it, they are going to see. I think they're going to see. The what's the word I'm looking for? The benefits of him, the growth of him moving over to the platform and bringing that many eyes over there. I think it's huge for their platform. And I'm really curious to see how Twitch answers, because, the last thing Twitch wants is for them
A
to
bunch of their
potentially
huge partners
exactly
move over to Mixer.
they don't want to
Yeah.
they don't want to lose anybody else. So I don't know if that means Twitch is going to have to maybe potentially reach out to other content creators on their platform and potentially sign deals with them to keep them locked in. But it's interesting, and it's only good. It's only good for streamers that this happened because it really uplifts us all. It makes us more important to the platforms in general, and it honestly kind of puts the streamer out in front, meaning they they get to dictate the future and kind of their
People are
deals.
starting to understand the value of the person, of the brand, rather than just like, oh, these are just streamers. They're here. They'd be nothing without the Twitch and stuff. Like, no, these are solidified brands that bring in millions.
Exactly. And Twitch, yes, it's beneficial for both sides, but Twitch would be nothing without the streamers, and technically streamers would be nothing without Twitch. But now that Twitch has been kind of, in the game a long time, it's been established for many, 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 many years, their platform relies on streamers creating that content day in and day out. So I think, monopolies suck. Competition is fantastic.
Yes.
This move over was absolutely monumental, and I'm very, very curious to see how it turns out.
I think it's gonna be good for everyone involved.
I agree.
I was actually really excited, and I'm happy that our dude is still out there killing it.
Hell yeah, he's doing it. So huge shout out to Ninja for securing that bag, because my man's
As
is
they
set.
say, securing that bag.
My man's is set. So
I got an interesting question. I don't know if you've seen it, but it kind of ties into the whole Mixer thing. Someone in the chat asked, what do you think about Mixer's content guidelines? I don't know if you saw that on Twitter.
I have not seen their guidelines.
Okay,
I mean, I think it's a little bit more locked down than Twitch's, from my understanding.
It was very, very strict. Not strict in the sense, it was just very, it was a lot of rules there.
Yeah.
But it was like black and white. Like, this is what you need for this kind of stream. I think what was circulating was, because I didn't read the actual content guidelines from Mixer, but the one that was circulating was about a dress code. And
I did see the dress code.
It was a lot like school rules. Like, if you're wearing a strapless, you have to be in a strapless top or something. You have to be in like this category, or like a adult section. And like, people were kind of like picking at that. Like, this sounds like we're a bunch of kids and like being disciplined. But in my head, the first thing that I thought of, while I don't think anyone should dictate how you dress or your appearance or anything like that. One, you're streaming to their platform, but also I think it would be much more beneficial for you to know their guidelines. So if they say like, this is how this breaks down, this is what you can wear, this is what's acceptable, this is what's unacceptable, I feel like it's better for you to know and dress accordingly, rather than like Twitch's policy where like one day this person might it's like
a lot of gray area.
Because it's not written out in stone.
Yeah.
And so, but also I will say this about Mixer, I feel like they're newer to the game. They've been around a few years now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But they also haven't reached as many eyes as Twitch. They haven't had as many streamers on Twitch. They haven't had as many issues as Twitch. So Twitch is doing their best to handle it as they see fit. Well, yes, this person was wearing, but it accidentally, like, my pants fell down. I don't know. Like, they try to handle it on a case-by-case basis. I don't think Mixer has had that experience yet where they're like getting flooded with situations that, sure, like if they handled it by the content guidelines, like, oh, it's a ban, but that might not be fair in general.
I mean, here's the thing, there's been a lot of controversy about how Twitch has handled things. Some people being banned for the same act, and someone else not being banned for the same act. There's a lot of gray area in terms of the rules on Twitch, and I think that a lot of people have a problem with that. I personally think Mixer just kind of setting the rules. This is the rule. If you break it, you're banned. If you don't break it, you're fine. I think that's kind of nice as a streamer. Like, at least you know what you're not supposed to do. If you break the rule, you know you broke a rule and you're banned. You know exactly what's going to happen. Yes, there's always going to be some gray area. I would be very shocked if Mixer did not, they're going to have a team dedicated to that, handle it on a case-by-case basis. But I think having it set in stone is definitely better for a streamer. Agreed. And just understanding. Better for the platform. You have to remember also, Microsoft has kind of they're going to probably try to be more PG friendly. They're going to try to be catered to a younger demographic than Twitch is, with Microsoft backing them. So
They
or
break
Mixer
down
back.
their streams that way. I think, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but they have like a PG stream, like 13 and up, and then like family friendly 13 and up, and then like mature content. So you can like literally pick which one you're going into.
So it'll be interesting to see kind of how that goes, but I think you're right. As Mixer gets larger, we may see changes and iterations to those rules, but I think it's smart to just kind of have set in stone rules. You break it, you're banned, or you're at least going to be punished in some way for it. You're going to face the consequences. So that's a good question. I think that is going to be interesting to see the differences between the platforms, especially with so many eyeballs brought in by Ninja. I think this is really going to be. Competition is going to be fierce now, like not just competition on Twitch, which has already been very fierce. There's so many people, but now you have the platforms kind of going back and forth. So it's gonna be good.
Build each other up.
Yes.
Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, everybody, all of them.
Everybody.
YouTube.
As long as the whole industry is getting bigger, then that is good for us all, and it doesn't matter what necessarily.
Force each other to get better.
Yep. And let's all grow together.